What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Swift, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Gaming After Dark. It's like 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, Friday evening. I actually went straight from work to pick up the giant game lot that I'm going to show you today. Unpacked it, got home, and then passed out right before 10 o'clock, right before my girlfriend got home. I guess just couldn't sleep. Wanted to show you guys this, so excited to show you guys this, so here we go. This box of joy that I'm about to show you is about 29 game pickups, and then 2 or 3 games that I've completed. So remember a while back I got Strider 2. I ordered the other discs for that, so this is now a complete copy of Strider 2 with both discs. So this is officially complete. I think I paid like $40 or $45 for the extra disc, so either way I have less than retail into this game by a good amount. So that's always a good way to collect. And then another one I'm really excited about. I hinted at this game to you guys in the last video. I had the disc for this, and it was in a game rental case. Now I have a complete copy, and this was a very beautiful condition version of the manual and case, and that is Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door. I'm very excited to have a complete and beautiful copy of such a wonderful game. So there's one more here, actually, and it's another Gamecube game. So this game, I actually got this case with the other game in the series in the case. And just recently my buddy had loose discs of this particular game, and that is a really big hitter, well, a pretty good hitter on the Gamecube, Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean. So the other one is Baten Kaitos Origins. I received those 2 discs in this case. So I've had this case laying around with no games in it for a long time. Now we have a complete copy of this. So these are the games that I've completed, and the rest, as far as I remember, are all brand new games to the collection. And I have stuff from like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or 10 different systems. So I guess I'm going to just start from the newest and go from there, because guys, there's a lot, man. This is exciting. Let me just, I keep turning around because I got all this stuff behind me, but ow, Mortal Kombat. All the stuff behind me. So all right, man, there's a lot, guys. I hope you're ready for some nostalgia. All right, first game I picked up in this list from new to old, Rayman Legends. I don't have a lot of experience with the series, but I've followed it since the beginning, so I'm looking forward to giving the definitive edition of this game a try. That's the only Switch game I have, and the rest are going to be PS3 and older. So, as I was saying, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, and this is a complete copy of the game. This is a game that I don't have a lot of nostalgia for. I remember when it came out, I just never played it. I think it was because I probably thought it was too like childish looking graphically, but I'm a little bit beyond that now, and looking forward to giving Ni no Kuni a try. Then we have Castlevania 2, Lords of Shadow. This is also complete. Well, as far as I can tell, I don't know if it had if it was just one of those games that did not have a manual, but the disc looks very good. And this is another game I didn't play much of back in the day, but I've heard it's pretty good. So, looking forward to getting into this. Here's another one. Big fan of the series. Never really knew much about this game. I actually, I think I did play it a little bit on the Wii, and that is Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles. This is also complete. Looks like it was a rental game at some point. But either way, it feels great to have another game in the Resident Evil collection. Alright, we got some handheld stuff for you guys. Burnout Legend for the PSP. Big Burnout fan. I don't remember much about the handheld version of the game. In fact, I hope I don't already have this. I don't think I already have this, but I might. If I do, I'll be getting rid of a copy of Burnout Legends pretty soon. Resistance Retribution. I didn't even know there was a Resistance game for the PSP, but here it is. And this one has, most games these days don't have one manual, and this game has 2 manuals, one in each language. So not in each language, but 2 manuals, 2 languages, full color, full size. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Resistance was a popular PS3 series, and PSP as well, I guess. So there we go. This little fella, what you doing, buddy? Alright, guys, we have now reached the PS2 era. Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance. This game, Mortal Kombat 5, is basically what this is, and it's bittersweet. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was better than 4. And it definitely wasn't better than 6, Deception. So that's kind of why I hadn't had it, and just got it back again just recently. So yeah, it wasn't terrible, you know, but not my favorite in the series. Here's one that I never played. It's just a game that's everyone's probably heard of by now if you're in the gaming market or the gaming world, and if you have been for a long time, you've probably heard of this. I didn't realize that there was a home console version of this. I thought it was just a PC game, but it is funny to see that it actually does have a PS2 version, and that is Leisure Suit Larry, magna cum laude. So we will see what's up with that. I'll probably never even play it, but it's just a conversation piece type of game. This one I'm really excited about. I have disc only of this, and unfortunately this does not have the manual, but at least now I'm upgrading to disc and case, and that is one of my favorite series of all time, and this is Ratchet and Clank, and this is the greatest hits version for the PS2. Speaking of that universe in the Ratchet and Clank world, we have Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. I think this was the handheld version, and it was all ported to the PS2, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the explosive PSP system adventure remastered for the PS2 system. Cool. So I was right about that. All right, now we got a couple more GameCube games here, and a load of PS1. Let's go to the GameCube. All right, here's one. Heavy hitter, complete, great condition. Super Mario Sunshine, folks. I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it. I still think it's a classic, and just kind of like Mario 2, you know. Mario changes it up sometimes, and that's a beautiful thing about the series. Now, this is one that I didn't love and never even finished. Beautiful graphics at the time, and it definitely was, it played the part. It was just too, I don't know, too linear, too slow, I don't know, but either way I had to get it back, and that was Resident Evil 0. Either you love it or you hate it, well, or you're in the middle somewhere, and that's where I'm at. I'm neutral. I don't hate it, but I didn't love it enough to beat it. So anyways, this copy is complete. Yeah, this copy is complete, and it's in great shape, and it helps build the Resident Evil collection, and it is a game I did have and I did play, so some nostalgia there. Alright, before we get to the cartridges, let's break it down and finish up with the PS1. This is another game that I have like 1 or 2 disc-only copies of the collector's edition than the regular. But now, Black Label complete. Spyro the Dragon. Very happy about this. It even has the card, the registration card. That's awesome, man. I love it when you have that. This one I never played, and I just vaguely remember it being released, and I vaguely remember people talking about it. But I had to get it when I saw it because I forgot the original trilogy, and that is Die Hard Trilogy 2. Viva Las Vegas. I don't think this was any good. I can't remember, but I knew that I had to get it. Speaking of games that weren't so great, but have a nostalgic kick for me, Croc, Legend of the Gobos. This was slow, clunky, and not so great, but it was serviceable, and it was good enough time to get you through a weekend. So, rented it, had a decent time with it, and felt like it was worth getting back. Another one I surprisingly don't have already, Crash Bandicoot. This is the greatest hits version, complete. No registration card here, but definitely happy to have that. And then in the Crash team, we got Crash Bandicoot 2. Crash 2, greatest hits, with the registration, folks. With the registration, folks. We can go straight to the DMV with this biatch. Alright. Good condition. And it's good to have that. So, and then the last PS1 game I have, this is also a greatest hits, and it's segue from the other one that we started this with. Rayman, the original greatest hits, PS1 Rayman. This was a masterpiece when it came out, and I played a good amount of it, but never completely finished it, I don't think. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a go at some point and seeing, okay, what are you doing? They love to lay on mail, paper, bags, plastic, anything uncomfortable and awkward. But Rayman, just like me, I suppose. Alright, there it is. That's the last PS1 game. Now we're into the cartridges, and we're going to start with N64. Don't get mad, but I've just started collecting hardcore. Well, I've been doing it for a few years. There's a lot of great games I don't have, and this is one of them. Well, it was. And that, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. The nostalgia for this game runs deep. I'm sure it probably does for a lot of you. Wow. Very happy to have this, and really kind of wondering why the heck it took me so long to get it back. But glad I got a hold of that. This one. So, man, the Mortal Kombat era was hitting hard, and when N64 was out, and even before that, there was just clone after clone after clone after clone, even by people associated with Mortal Kombat itself. And so when this game came out, I was looking at it, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready for this. This is like Mortal Kombat Extreme with better graphics, and it did have good graphics. But the trade-off for that was it was like 15 frames per second, so it was pretty much unplayable. And the game I'm talking about is War Gods. War Gods for the N64. What a beautiful letdown this game was. At least, if I remember correctly at the time, it did look really good. But it's fun to have this bag. I like to go back in and see if it's as bad as I remember, because what I remember was pretty rough. Man. Okay, this next one, it's another Mortal Kombat game. There's one more Mortal Kombat game after this, but this kind of is a segue and a hint to the next video that I'm going to have, which is going to have something to do with Mortal Kombat. But this right here, man, was not cheap, but it doesn't matter because I am so happy to have this. This is Mortal Kombat 4 complete in the box. This has everything. This has a poster in it where you can buy the soundtrack for the first couple of games. Look at this. The box is almost perfect. There's a little tear right there where my best guess is, you look how clean this box is. Whoever owned this, they were meticulous with the way that they took care of their items. But the day this game came out, that meticulous person, when they got home, they were so effing excited to play this game that they almost tore the box open to get to it. And this person, from that day on, has treated this box like a holy grail. But they were so excited that day, they didn't care. Either way, man, this is the most beautiful copy of this I've seen. And it just takes me right back. I can tell you where I was the day this game came out. Exactly where I was. Like, I can nail it down. And that's the beauty with nostalgia and music and movies and games, is that it just, you can listen to something, you can see something, you can play something, and you can remember. It takes you back where you were. And man, some beautiful memories with this. Mortal Kombat 4. Genesis. Mortal Kombat 3. Complete copy. Now, at the time, I think I had this on the PlayStation 1, and eventually get it on that. And by the time this was out on Genesis, I was already beyond the Genesis, I think. But still, I wanted to get this. I'm eventually going to get more copies of this game. The PS1 version. There's two different versions on PS1. You have the long box, and then you have the jewel case. The jewel case version is astronomically overpriced. Well, I don't want to say overpriced. It's just high priced. So, doubt I'll get that one anytime soon, but I do want to get my hands on the long box version for the PS1. Speaking of getting my hands on something, how about some Saturday Night Slam Masters, folks? Man, this copy is not the best. It's got some condition issues, but holy cow, did I have some fun with this game. This was an excellent Capcom beat-em-up / wrestling game that just kept me entertained for a long period of time. And when I saw this on the shelf, my buddy Alan's place, I had to get it. Saturday Night Slam Masters, folks. Alright, we have 3 more left in this extensive video. This 3 o'clock in the morning gaming after dark video. We have 2 NES and 1 Game Boy game. Here, I'm going to pop it off with the Game Boy. Alright, so I knew about this game on the NES. Didn't know about the Game Boy version, but now I do, and that is Adventure Island for the Game Boy. So yeah, I was oblivious to the fact that this game existed, but this copy is in very good condition, and I know the series, and I'm looking forward to giving this one a try, and it's good to have this game in my collection. So the Adventure Island series on the Game Boy, that was pretty exciting. Alright, 2 left. for the NES. This one pretty much speaks for itself. I think this was this game may be better now than it was before. Maybe the people understand it more than they did before. I know I played the heck out of it before. I just don't remember how much I really liked it or how far I went with it. But it's a game that's definitely nostalgic for me, and I'm glad to have it back. And this copy is in pretty decent condition. It is loose, but it is Friday the 13th. Man, throwing rocks at spiders. Too much fun. And then last, but certainly not least, and not complete, but still, we have Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Very good condition. Very good condition. And the kicker with this obviously, but the instruction manual for The Adventure of Link. And this, I love this. Man, that's awesome. This stuff survived all these years. It's just so wonderful. But anyways, check it out. Zelda 2, Adventure of Link, with the book. And that is the last thing on this giant score video, guys. Look forward to the next video, which is going to have something to do with the Mortal Kombat series. Actually, that may not even be the next video because I'm going to put a lot of time into this next video with the Mortal Kombat. I'm planning on doing some editing and some advanced stuff to increase the production value of this video. So this may not actually be the next video, but look forward to a Mortal Kombat video coming up in the future. I've also got a few other things planned for you guys, so stay tuned to the channel. It's great to see you guys. I got to get back to bed. See you soon. Peace. Bonus content, guys. There was 2 games I actually missed in the video, so I'd like to go over those real quick. The first one was one that I picked out for my girl. Well, she actually picked it out. This is a big nostalgia game for her, and the quality of this copy is pretty incredible, and that is Xena Warrior Princess on the PS1. Black label copy. The cool thing is it has the insert, and this insert is very special actually to her too, because she remembers it. It is the fan club insert for Xena Warrior Princess. So you could fill this in, apparently, and be a part of the fan club. And she remembered the chakra disc, too. So she was really happy to get this, and I'm really happy that I could get it for her. So finally, she has Xena back in her life. So there we go. And the last game, but not least, was a disc-only copy. I was also given this. It's a Gamecube case, and the problem with it is it's got a broken zipper, but everything else works fine. I don't really use loose sleeve cases that much, but why say no to something for free? But the last game in it is a disc-only copy of Bloody Roar Primal Fury for Gamecube. So that will do it, guys, and that about covers it. So my GameCube collection is actually getting pretty good. I mean, there's a good amount of games I need to make it better, but I think I'm around 30 games, but they're pretty heavy hitters. So looking forward to getting even more and more as we go, and looking forward to seeing and spending more time with you guys. So I'm going to let you go. Peace.